Kenneth is out of California. Kenneth, thank you for calling. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse, good morning.
Good morning, Kenneth. How you?
I'm good. How you doing?
No man is good, but all is well.
That's right. All is well. Jesse, I'm just calling in just to update you because I called last week. I forgave my mother, and I talked to my father about it too. And I feel like it definitely, even though I felt at the time I didn't have to forgive her,
Yes.
when I did, it felt good to do it. She looked at me like I was crazy. Like, why you forgiving me for what? I've given you everything, but I told her about the irritation that I felt growing up.
Yes.
She just looked at me and then she said, "Okay, I'll take it." And like, I don't know. Ever since then, I don't have the irritation.
That's
when
right.
I talk to her.
That's right.
So yes, I just want to say that I did that and
amazing. How old are you, Kenneth?
Relaxation.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Right on, man. God bless you.
Yeah. And there was also another thing too, because I live with my girlfriend.
Beta.
And you had, yeah, and you had told me to kick her out. I talked to her that whole day. I thought about it. I was like, it's right. Like, if I want to do this the right way and I want to get married and do it, so we talked. She cried. She threw a little fit. She didn't want to move out. She didn't want to move out. So I'm just kind of. I wouldn't say I'm stuck. It's just that I've realized that I can't really. We've lived together for a year and a half, so for me to come at her like that was kind of. I have to do it a different way. I've told her that we were going to stop having sex and we can still hang out, and she kind of agreed to that, but she doesn't want to move out. So I was wondering, what's your take on that?
She got to move. You move or she move. And because I'm telling you, when I was in that father state and didn't do it right, it's not going to work out well for you. And if you're not a beta male, you can't listen to the woman. You got to do what's right. You're the head of the woman. The woman's not the head of you. And if you listen to her, you're going to suffer. Yeah,
the thing is, kicking her out. It's not. It's. I try to do it as nice as possible. I didn't break.
Beta.
Like, I'm not gonna. I don't want to break up with you, but that's the thing because we've been together for like 5 years, and I do want to marry this girl, and that's why I want to do this.
Well, if you guys love each other, you need to date now to be with no sex and all that, so you can see if you really want to be together, or
right.
if it meant to be. But why don't you move out?
This is my place. She moved in, so but yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, and then there's another thing. If I am the one that wants to do this, I don't want to. Like, I guess I can move out and leave her with the rent.
Does she have a job? Does she have a job?
Yeah, I have a job.
No, does she have one?
Oh, does she have a job? Yeah, she has a job.
Well, why can't she pay the rent? Since she doesn't want to move, why can't she pay her own rent there and you move?
I pay the rent in right here. She buys like grocery and stuff. She helps out every here and there. You know what I mean? But I don't know if she'll be making enough on her own to cover the rent.
Well, then tell her she has to move to find a cheaper place that she can afford.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, it's tough. What about not having sex but living together?
No, you want to set a good example so that those who are lost will find a way. When they see you doing it the right way, being right and doing it right, it will wake up other people, those who are seeking the right way, because the things that you are realizing now, your friends and others have not realized because their parents let them down too. And if they see you being that and doing that, you're going to cause other people to turn to God.
Yeah,
and so if you're living with that girl, they're not going to believe you're not having sex with her.
Yeah, that's true. I'm pretty sure everybody's still going to think we're living that same couple life.
Yes.
But I told her no sex, and we have not had sex for almost a week now. And I mean, I get the urges, but it's not as bad as before. Like before, I used to just want to have sex and demand it from her, and she would just be like, "Fine." But now it's like I don't get that. It's like I feel like I have a little bit more self-control. I see that there's more to it than just a physical intimacy and then just letting it happen.
That's right, Kenneth. And you're going to see it even more if you do it the right way. She got to move. I mean, do what you want, but She needs to get her own place.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I told her. You know what I mean? I told her about it. I told her how it should be a beneficial. And how
Hold
I
on.
don't.
So, Kenneth, you finally went and apologized to your folks. How did your father receive it?
My dad was taken aback. He was because I didn't say he was a beta. I didn't call him a beta.
Right.
I just told him. I forgave him for not being strong, for not showing me the right way. Now he's in church, like all late in his life. Now he's a super Christian, but he still kind of just got influenced by my mom. It's not like he did it on his own. He's just doing it to please her, or like
Yes.
that's how I see it.
Yes.
So I told him I forgive him for certain things, and he just looked at me like, he just said, "Thanks, son," and I was like, "No problem, Dad." I left him alone. My mom was more of the one that was kind of like, "What you forgiving me for? I gave you life and all this stuff," and but I stood firm with her.
Amazing.
I told her, like, there's little things that you do that irritate me and cause annoyance, and I forgive you for that. I don't want that to happen anymore. And
right on, man. You're on your way. It's amazing. And
yeah, I did the silent prayer too, and that was really empowering. Definitely, just standing quiet and listening to that. I definitely would urge people to listen to it and like no judgment, just take it in and feel how it connects to you. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it does, it did for me. And
that's right.
I just want to say thank you.
Wow, you're welcome. Heaven and earth was created in stillness, not in overreaction. So as long as you can sit quietly, be still, observe, your whole life is changing. He is changing it because it's a spiritual change, and we can't change it. So let me just ask real fast. You've done the right thing with your parents. You're waking up. You want to do it the right way. You want to be right. You're becoming a son of God. Why do you care that this girl is getting upset that you're doing it right? Why do you care she's getting upset about having to move?
It's because I don't know how. I've told her. I talked to her. We had that talk for like almost the entire night, and she started crying.
But that's how they control you with tears.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And I also told her that like the sex that we're having is kind of like controlling me. And she's like, how? She doesn't get it. I'm older than her. I'm older than her by 7 years. And the thing, let me give you some context about our relationship. I've been dating her for like almost 4 years. And
is she black?
I met her when she was 19. I was 25.
Is she black, Kenneth?
I was a beta male back then. I was, even before then in my relationships, I was smashing and dashing, doing my thing, not caring, And then I met her. She was very, very different. And then I've always had like the spiritual influence, and I understand the Christian faith, and I've always wanted to improve the man that I was.
Yes.
Because I see how bad the world is, so I want to be better. And so little by little with her, I've started to definitely change some ways, but I was still stuck. I feel like the glue that brought it together was Christ. And so she's helped me through a lot. We've gone through a lot. She's moved in, and I put her through a lot too. Like I've made her, lose my trust and stuff like that, but she's still stuck around. Most women would have left, but she was willing to forgive me. So me coming up and telling her that, she's like, you're just throwing away everything. I was trying to explain to her with logic of how maybe like through this way we can get the trust back, because you can trust me. I won't do anything. I'm trying to do this right. I want to do it. But it's like in her mind, she's still kind of stuck. She feels like I'm going to leave her, or she feels like it's not going to work if we move out. So she cries and she put up the tears for me, and I kind of like, I got a heart. She's my girlfriend. So I said, we're not going to have sex. We can live together, but the whole thing is that because we do live together and we sleep in the same bed, sometimes I get the urge and I touch her. So, but like I said, I control myself, and I'm like, I can't be doing this. So it's tough for me to just put her out. It's not as easy. I mean, without the sex, if she learns to trust me again, and she sees that I am trying to be better, then maybe I'll leave and go get my own place and leave her here. But she just feels hurt.
So
by the very fact that I brought that up.
A couple things. Number one, is she white or black?
She's white.
And you're black?
No, I'm not. I'm Latino.
Oh, you Latino? You sound black.
Well, I grew up in the LA area, so it might be the influence. But
Have you dated black girls?
I have, yes.
Well, no wonder you sound black. But anyway,
No, but
all of those things you just said are what happens when you're in that fallen state, and it's impossible to do it the right way when you're in the fallen state. The blessing, and by the way, she's never going to trust you, and because she already distrusts you. Apparently, you cheated on her. It sounds like you cheated on her, right?
Nah, I didn't. The thing is, I didn't cheat. I would lie. So I lied.
But you,
like I would be one place and be in another. I would tell her stuff. So, and then there's another thing talking about.
How would she know? How would she know you were in another place?
Because she would go through my phone.
She doesn't trust you.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's
because she had no business going through your phone.
Exactly. I tell her that all the time.
But why would she go through your, if you never cheated, what is making her go through your phone?
I don't know. That's what I told her. She says, like, all women do that. Like, your next girlfriend's going to do that. And she has a point. My past relationships, they would go through my phone, too. I don't understand it. I never went through any of their phones. So it's just, I think it was just something that I need to work on. Like,
no, it's something she needs to work on, Kenneth. She didn't trust men. She doesn't trust men. And if you've never cheated, you're not those men who have cheated, but she treated you the same way she treats all men. I wouldn't hang out with that if I were you. She's never going to trust you. And the more you try to prove it to her that you're not a cheater, the more she's going to require on you of you, because you can never prove to her that you're not going to cheat. And eventually you're going to become irritated and go cheat. And then you're going to say, oh, you made me cheat by always accusing me.
See, and that's another thing. I don't want to do that. That's why I'm changing. That's why I want to change, because I've seen the cycle that I've been going in, like with my past relationships. I was just ended, and it was just all sex. So that's why I want to have a family. I want to have that perfect example that I didn't have for my child. So that's why I want to take these steps to do things right. I do love this woman because she has forgiven me for it. She's put up with me.
But she has not forgiven you. You've never cheated.
No,
you did not cheat on her, according to you.
She said something like emotionally cheated. Like I emotionally cheated, which I don't understand.
That's the dumbest thing. Don't believe that. That's a woman's thing. Don't believe that. That is crazy, insane. She was already
until I dated her.
She was already emotional crazy before you met her. That had nothing to do with you.
I don't know, Jesse. It might have little to do with it because, like I said, I dated her when she was 19.
And did you cheat?
I was 25, so I was like everywhere. I wasn't in the current state that I am now.
Have you cheated on her, Kenneth?
Just to get what
Have you cheated on her?
No, I did not cheat.
Well, then she was already messed up from the other guys who cheated.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, from what she sees, from what she reads, from what's happened to her friends.
Yes.
All her friends got cheated on.
But you never, listen to me, man. You can't prove to a woman that you don't cheat. When she distrusts you, it's because she distrusts her father. Her mother have made her believe all men are like that. And she see other men doing it, whether they did it to her or not. She's put you in a category that you're never going to be able to convince her that you're doing the right thing. This is something that she has to overcome by stop hating men. Otherwise, your relationship is not going to work with her anyway. Because there's nothing you can do to prove to her. And the more you try to prove, the more control she's going to get over you by trying to make you prove it even more. And after a while, you're going to get frustrated, and it's over.
Yeah, I'm definitely, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I've talked to her about it, and I said, that's why I wanted to see what you would have to say about it. You know what I mean? Because I did it because you gave me that advice, and I thought about it, and I was like, let me put it into action and see what she says. Yeah, she gave me that whole spiel. So I was like, all right, well, we're not having sex. And she said that's fine. She still wants to be with me, but she doesn't want to move out. So I'm going to be like, we'll see how it goes. But if not, like, if she doesn't leave, then, yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to move out.
Kenneth,
Just do it,
this woman, according to you, she sounds very insecure. She doesn't trust men. You say she is?
She is insecure. Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't trust men. And if you land there in the bed with her still every night, you going to have sex. You going to have sex. Do what you want, man. But I would recommend you suggest to her that she need to overcome her issues. She needs to forgive. And so forgive her mother for brainwashing her to believe that all men were dogs. And then forgive her father for not protecting her. And you guys live separately and date each other if you want. But separately, no sex, date. And if a year down the road it works out, you see you want to marry her and do the right thing. But do not try to prove to this woman that you don't cheat. You can never prove that. It's not going to work. Either she believes you or not. You cannot prove anything to an angry person. And I'm telling you, she's going to have such control over you because the more you try to prove, the more control she gets over you because she's going to act like it's not enough. You got to do this. Well, why didn't you answer your phone today? Or why are you hiding your phone? Or why are you in the bathroom with the door closed? Who is that you're talking to? After a while, she's going to suck the life out of you. And you're going to be beta.
Yeah, I hear you. I definitely hear you. I'm definitely going to see what's going to happen in these next couple of weeks and see how it plays out. And if I feel like it's not going to go down the right way that I want it to or how it should be, then I feel like I'm going to be the one that has to move out.
And I'm not
going to do it. I already know.
Yeah, and I'm not telling you to throw her out. Sound like you need to help her move. If she can't afford to pay to move into a cheaper place for herself, then you need to help her. Help move in.
I did. Yeah, I told her. I said, like, look, I'll help you out. Like, while the process is happening, like, I'm not. It's not like I'm breaking up with you.
Right.
You're gonna be for your help. I want to do this right. But she wasn't hearing none of that. She was just hearing get out. You know what I mean?
Because she has control over you and she knows it. She loves it. She's playing victim. She's playing victim, but she has control over you.
Yeah, I feel like in a sense that she does, especially with those emotions that she puts it in.
And here you
strong. Like, I want to prove that my love for God is stronger. But because I have been living with her and I have been with her for a while, it is tough to just do that. And then her crying and stuff, like, I don't want to seem like I'm heartless either.
But no, those tears are to control you too.
Yeah, and they seem to be working. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna modify it how you told me. I mean, whatever you told me, I'm gonna try to modify it for the instance that we are in now. And like I said, I feel like I'm gonna have to move because I've definitely been thinking about it. I've talked to her about it, and throughout this week we haven't had sex, and she's brought it up. She's like, "You still want me to move?" And I'm like, I'm still thinking about it. I told her I don't want her to move, but I might move, and she gets like in her feelings. So I feel like I don't even want to talk to her about it, or that eventually I might just have to leave.
And Kenneth, you're not being heartless. You're showing her love by becoming the man that you should be because women need men to be men. And so when she's carrying on, it's all to maintain control over you. Didn't you say you're 13 years older than she is?
No, I'm 7 years older than she is.
You're 7 years older, yet you let a young girl control you? Beta!
Man. Yo, you have no idea. This is a beautiful woman. Like I said,
she's not beautiful.
Right.
She's not beautiful.
Like I'm trying.
No, she's not beautiful.
No.
What do you mean, beautiful in look or beautiful in personality?
All around. Beautiful in looks and personality.
No, if you were beautiful, she wouldn't be trying to control you. There's no such thing as emotional support. You're supposed to help her overcome her emotion by causing her to forgive so she can be free. Because if you support the so-called emotions, she's going to destroy you and your children.
I don't. She gets emotional with me. She starts to cry. I don't never succumb to that emotional state. I always speak to her with logic and reason. And she gets mad because she says I don't show emotion. I was like, I can't. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I would rather express my emotions talking it out instead of like crying and getting loud.
Well,
So,
tell her you can't because you're a man and you're not supposed to. That's what beta males do. They're women.
yeah, definitely. So that, I mean, I've never been the emotional type, but and she seems like it's like, oh, you have no emotions, you're heartless. I'm like, it's not that. It's that I'd rather express myself differently. I'd rather express my emotions through communicating it to you. She doesn't get that.
But
So it's tough in some instances, but she sees it and she gets it, but she still wants me to do certain things. So, but I never do. I don't do it for her. I do it for us. And so that's why I feel like eventually I might have to be the one that will move out and have her stay here.
But when she says to you that you're not emotional, you're cold-hearted, whatever she's saying, you got to know, and what men don't know, when women do that, they're still trying to get control over you. That's why they want you to be emotional, because they're trying to control you. Women love to control because they're so insecure. They try to make the world rotate around them. Even if they kill your soul, your children's soul, as long as you rotate around them, they feel a false sense of security. But so when she said, "Oh, you're not supporting me emotionally," what she's really saying is, "Oh, you're not letting me control you." And when you become emotional, then she gonna see you as a weak man, and she gonna be out there looking for a real man to try to, that she cannot control.
Right.
And it's going to be the wrong kind of man.
And that's why in some times, like, that's why I think maybe she still sticks around because she still, like, she wants to control me, but she doesn't have that full control. Like maybe she'll have control in some things, but in other things she doesn't, and I feel like she wants that fullness.
Absolutely.
I feel like maybe
absolutely. 100%. And once she get full control of you, she's going to become sick of you because she's going to hate weak men. She's going to hate the fact that she has control of you. But the control give her a false sense of security. She's not going to want to let that go.
Yeah, no, I'm never going to let her control me. I already told her that.
Well, she's already controlling you, buddy.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
I got to do it. No, but that's why I just wanted to. I did call you last week, and I did talk to both my parents about that and her about that. But she broke down, and I knew that was going to happen. Like I was telling you, I knew she was going to cry and stuff, and she did. Because I already know her.
Well,
so that's why I just wanted to just give you that update and see what other advice maybe I could take in. But it definitely seems like I'm going to be the one that's going to walk out.
Yeah, you have to. If you want to become the son of God that you should be. And then if you do get married and you want your kids not to suffer, you got to do the right thing, now that you know the right thing. And I understand that it's difficult because you're like emotionally attached to her by way of sex and all the stuff that you've gone through with her. But you're waking up. And if you do the right thing, be right and do the right thing, and if she move out and you have to move out, either she would at some point appreciate it, and if she does, then you guys have a long-lasting life. And if she doesn't, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. It wasn't meant for you.
Definitely, Jesse, I love hearing you talk and stuff, and I'm gonna always take what you're saying into consideration, and I'm gonna try and put it in action and see how it goes.
Yeah,
I definitely want to do this the right way, and I feel it in my heart that it is gonna work out better if you do it this way.
When I'm telling you as a witness, we all come through a fallen state, but when we wake up from that fallen state, life is much more than what we can ever imagine. And it's peace on earth, really, and you will see. And I'm glad that you're seeing this for yourself, not just because I said. Because if you see it for yourself, man, nothing can stop you.
Right. And I've talked to her about it before I even talked to you the first time. I was like, we got to do things right. I've taken her to like church with me and stuff. I told her because she's never really been to church. She doesn't know a lot of stories. I grew up like as a Catholic, and then when I was 13, I was born again Christian, And then as I grew up, I stayed in the church, and then I told her that she needs to come to the Christian church with me, and she should get baptized. And she said she would do it. So I don't know if she's just saying that because she wants to please me, or if she knows what that means. So I feel like I still need to talk to her about the same thing.
You're right. She's doing that just to control you again. That woman, just because you say come to church and get baptized, that's not going to change her heart. She got to see that she's wrong and that she was set up by her mother, her weak father, so that she can repent by forgiving, so that God can bring her back into the kingdom. Just because she go to church and get baptized, ain't nothing going to change. You still,
thank you, Jesse.
She will still be controlling you, and she will still be unhappy. But God bless you, man. You're doing the right thing. Be patient. Take it one day at a time, and see what happens.
I'm gonna do that, man. I definitely appreciate you, and I'm gonna keep you updated.
Yes.
Hopefully, everything goes out God's way. God's plan.
Absolutely. Are you sure you're Hispanic?
Yeah, I'm Latino, 100%.
You sound like total black. Does he sound black? And you dated...
I've heard that from one other person before, but...
You dated black women, right?
Yeah, I have.
Well, once you go black, you can't go back.
It was fun. It was cool. I had a good time.
I have a white guy in my office who dated black women, and he is totally into the black stuff. He sound black. I asked him today that he wants some ribs. We have some ribs left over from the Easter party. And then he said, well, what kind of rib? Are they white rib? Or are they Chinese ribs or something? He said. I said, no, they come from a black barbecue place. Oh, yeah, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
American rib or something, he said. That's Savage Travis. All right, thank you, buddy. Call me and keep me updated.
All right, Jesse, thank you.
Amazing call. Waking up. And I understand it, folks. Believe me, when you first wake up, you discover your house is burning down. What do you do? Meaning that you're emotionally attached to one another. You've been living together. You've been dating or whatever, right? You're in a bad marriage, the wrong marriage. So like, what do? I've been through all that, except the marriage part, but I understand it, right? And so just be patient, stay with the prayer. God will show you what to do. Really, it'll work all out because he drew you back unto him. Now he's showing you how to overcome it. It'll happen. And so if people do judge you because you're still kind of in the mess, don't mind that because they're in a fallen state. They're going to judge anyway, and they don't see that you're overcoming, but you do. So be patient. Don't freak out. It'll work. All right? When you wake up, all those old habits start to fall away, whether living together or sex and all that stuff, and eventually, take my word, eventually, it'll be gone. You'll have control over it. You heard Kenneth say that he has a little more control over the sex thing. He can sleep with her right now and so forth. He get the urge, but he doesn't have to do it. And once he do it the whole right way, he'll have total control over it. He can wait until marriage. And sex is for making babies. Sex is not love at all. It's not love. It's only for making babies. Just FYI, that was an excellent call. He sounded black, but he went black. He hard to go back.